for the power. This thing won't even lift off. It's just going across the grass by the end. It's like, oh, man, yeah. But it can fly in another jet. So we have the number on the, to track that. But we've got tons of lithium. Tons. Yeah. Any other questions about motion?
I was going to ask you about the C ratings on batteries. Now, is that just the construction of it and their spec as far as what they're safe doing, or is actually a measurement of how effective they are in generating the current?
The higher the C rating, it's a different type of the lithium that they're doing inside for the C rating it's packed in a certain way, and it's got bigger wires. That's basically what's happening for your C rating. What I'm finding out through working through all these battery manufacturers, unfortunately, they strive for a C rating. Oh yeah, it's close. It's maybe -10.
There's a lot of flexibility in those numbers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Admiral, the reason why we went with this Admiral company that makes them is because if they say 60C on them, you're getting no less than 60. Sometimes when we put them on the machines, they're pulling 80. Sometimes they're 70. Sometimes they're at 60. We've never really found it below, so that's why we stick with this company. I think I'd rather get more C rating, you know.
Than not.
Yeah. Or if you remember the blue batteries, was it Blue Lipo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that company there, they were lucky if you got what they said it was, 25C. Now you're running around 18. Yeah.
Which manufacturer did you say you like?
Admiral.
Admiral.
Yep. That's
I don't care for the regular Admirals. I've had a lot of those go bad. Not the Pro, but the...
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And you guys, when you get them, it says tested. I had one, he didn't even have very long. And they said, well, it was tested. You got to fly it out of it. And I go, I wasn't too happy with that.
That's, unfortunately, that's the way that the batteries are.
Yeah.
I wish there was a better way of...
I know.
They're coming out with a new lithium, which won't ever catch on fire. So once you get that into our type of battery.
What about the new one that, what is it? Let's think what it is that Hobby King sells on the one that, I mean, it's not just there, but the type of, but what is that? The lipo, I'm trying to think of the one.
The Nanos?
No, not the brand, what they are, the technology on the lipo.
Start with a G?
Yeah,
Graphene.
graphene.
Yeah.
What about what do you know on the graphene?
I don't know
Anything
anything
at all?
about it. No?
Well, I've read about I have a couple of the smaller ones I got from them, and I use them on a little wing, look pretty good. But, you know, I'm just reading about the graphene technology in general, and they said that's really the way to go, so I didn't know if Admiral was gonna do any of those or not.
You charge them the same way?
Yeah, exactly, you get, the way it's the density of the graphene in it is different. You'll get your C rating, and they'll run cooler. You're gonna get more cycle life on them too than you are, and you're gonna probably get a little longer flight time with them just because of the graphene. It's the technology, it's graphene. I read just about the technology too, and it's, you know, I don't know a lot about it, but everybody that was saying anything about graphene batteries, that they are really good. So far, the only ones I've seen sell them has been like, you know, is the Hobby Kids, like that, you know, their brand. They're not cheap.
Yeah, I'm going to try it, just to see. Yeah, they're kind of a competitor.
And most of their
so
stuff is the different plug. I mean, that's not my favorite plug anyway.
Yeah, they got the yellow plug, right?
Which is the XT60.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Which
a
is a good
Horizon.
plug.
That's a Horizon plug.
Well, that is, yeah. Well,
That was their own design.
The E3
I don't like them. I cut them off.
Yeah, it's
That
a
blue will
5.
fit the E-flight plane. Yeah.
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 I cut them
Well, all
off.
depends which one, because this is EC5, which is the big blue.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And the reason why we went with this style, we were gonna go with yellow plug,
XT60s, yeah.
but we ended up going with these because if you use the Dean's plug, the solder on them,
Right,
it would just come right
right.
off.
Well, they're
Well,
all
the
rated
XT60s
about
are pretty
40 watts, right?
Yeah,
Standard Dean's rated about
XT60 is very good.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, those will come right apart as you fly in. Once that heats up, it's,
Yeah.
you know, we watch planes go down and go, whoa, connector's off, you know.
Well, E-flight planes I do have, I take and change it and change them over to an adapter to an XT60, or fly with the Admirals, some are,
I think the
But we went,
XT60s.
yeah, but we went with these, now that we had the T50s, I don't know if you know what those are, the big
yeah.
plugs, you know. Yeah, we did have those, but I don't know what, our bosses like these better, but we needed something where it didn't spark.
Right, well, you've got both, I mean.
Yeah, so they put these on there and they don't spark. I remember
Right.
beans, man, we're like,
It's spark.
snap! It's like,
You do get
wow.
a zap.
Yeah, you know, it's a big old crackle, you know. Doing it toward late evening, we do a lot of night flying. He goes up at night. F-15 will go at, I don't care if it's 3 in the morning, F-15 will go up in the air. You can see that, no problem. Same with the F-14. F-14 will do the same, you know. So, but it was neat to watch that spark.
Yeah, in the dark.
In one of the magazines, they rated every plug that was manufactured.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that
there
did
is
get a good rating.
Yeah, it's not a bad rating on them.
And they
no.
also do it for who's making other things, so you can buy their batteries and put it in other things.
Right, right.
It's a business venture too.
Well, sure it is.
So, yeah, it's pretty
I
good.
fly strictly electric, so.
I get upset though with all these different connectors. Oh, great, you need an adapter.
I know.
You gotta have a lot of them in your box.
Yeah.
Bag full of adapters.
Yep, and it's just, you know, and usually I'll keep them in the plane, but then I'll pull out that one battery, and it's like, okay, connector comes off, I never see that connector, ever. So, there's gotta be a better way out there.
Okay, anything else for Mike?
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
We put it down around 5.5 to 6 minutes. Yeah.
We have one item here, Howard has a new money box that he'd like to show you. Maybe you've read about it. Howard?
Okay, I started getting nervous about charging batteries at home. There are 2 events in the club in which batteries exploded. You had one, and Denny had one in his garage a few years ago. And he almost lost a car and the garage. And I've been just charging stuff sitting on a plate of stone, and if the battery goes, the house would too. So these guys came out with something called a bat safe, and if you open it up, the bat doesn't fly out. It's a play on words. It's battery safe. Here's the plan. When a battery goes off, it generates an enormous amount of gas. It's hot. And if you're using a ammo can, it'll blow it open. Okay? So you say, well, I can save the ammo can by drilling some holes in it. That's right, and that's called a flamethrower. Okay, and then the problem that goes in addition with the fire is the soot that comes out from burning the lithium batteries. So what these guys have done, and actually it's an aircraft engineer who designed it, it has a vented lid with a filter in it so that the battery can go off and, well, the gases come out, they say, are hot, but you won't get the soot all over your house, and you won't have to call the fire department. And it's
Looks like it's insulated.
sort of, it's light steel, it's tin, but the point is, it only has to survive one bad battery experience. The thing costs $50. I'll pass it around, you can look at it. I've got,
So is the charger on the outside and the
yeah,
lines
charges,
come in?
okay, see this little gizmo here? It's a rubber grommet that you pull out, and then you pass the wires between the two halves and plug it back in. You can charge 2 batteries in here at once. There's enough space in the battery grommet, if you will, to do that. So, I like to charge 5 or 6 batteries at a time. I got 2 of these, I'm probably gonna get a third, and wire them up so that I'll feel more comfortable when I go inside the house to take a nap while my batteries are charging, which I've been known to do, which of course is an
How much did you pay for it?
$50.
And where's this from?
Now, see, when I got on their website, they advertised it at $49 free shipping.
Yeah,
That wasn't true.
true.
Their website said $59 plus shipping.
Okay, well, I got this at 49 and free shipping. Here, you guys have a look at it.
When did
Open
you
it up.
order it?
A couple weeks ago. Oh, yeah, it comes with a bracket that you
Yes,
can mount
to
the
put
charger
that,
on.
right.
I didn't bother to take it off here yet. It's not wonderful.
I wanted to
I
get.
thought maybe
rid of it,
there'd be
but the problem
insulation
is
in
that
there.
The advertising wasn't right.
Well,
Well, you wouldn't need as much if it's all coming from the top, though.
George, you get it, Howard?
sorry?
That's awesome.
You get it?
You just said something. I didn't hear what it
If you look
was.
for bat-safe on the web, you'll find it.
It was in a one of the
Yeah, one of the
model
reasons-
magazines that was at first
RC
advertised.
Flyer had a big ad in there.
Is that what it was?
So I went on the website, but the price was different.
Yeah. I got it for 49 plus free shipping.
I don't know if you saw it on the news, I think it was this morning, they were flying a drone